Gray. Silent. A young woman standing alone in a Los Angeles hotel elevator. But by the time the clip ended, millions of people around the world had felt the same thing. Something was very wrong. Her name was Elisa Lam. She was 21 years old, and this elevator footage was the last time anyone saw her alive. A quiet storm with a bright mind. Elisa Lam was a Canadian college student with a sharp mind and a creative spirit. She loved to write deeply personal blog posts about books, fashion, photography, and her struggles with mental health. In January 2013, she decided to travel alone to the west coast of the United States. It was an adventure, a rehab, a chance to feel free. Her final destination was Los Angeles. She entered a historic building in downtown Los Angeles that was then known as the Cecil Hotel. From the outside, the building was striking. Inside, there was a past shrouded in darkness. Suicide, drug overdoses, violent death. But Elisa didn't know it. Or maybe she didn't believe in evil forces. At first, everything seemed normal. She would wander around the city. She would call her parents every day. She would post online. Then suddenly, she stopped. Missing. On January 31, Elisa was supposed to leave the hotel. She never showed up. Her parents, alarmed by the silence, contacted the Los Angeles Police Department. The hotel was searched. The police checked the corridors, the rooms, the staircases, even the roof. Nothing. No signs of a struggle. No signs. No signs. The day passed. The guests continued to stay at the hotel, sleeping, showering, drinking water. They had no idea what they were about to discover. Elevator video. 2 weeks later, the LAPD released surveillance footage from a hotel elevator, hoping the public could help. What the video showed shocked everyone. Elisa steps into the elevator and presses several buttons, but the door doesn't close. She leans over, looks down the hallway, then quickly back inside, almost as if someone is there, but we can't see them. She presses herself against the wall. She peers out again. Then her movements become strange. Her hands wave in the air, her fingers twitching unnaturally, as if she's talking to someone who doesn't exist or reacting to something only she can see. Finally, she steps off the elevator and disappears into the hallway. The door remains open. Viewers around the world replay the clip over and over again. Was she scared? Was she being followed? Was she making a mistake? Or was something worse going on off camera? The allegations. As the internet exploded with theories, ghosts, stalkers, conspiracies, something disturbing was going on inside the hotel. Guests began to complain. The water tasted strange. It was dark. It smelled bad. The pressure was low. Some said their showers were black. Hotel maintenance was called. A worker was sent to the roof. The discovery. On the roof were 4 large water tanks that supplied water to the entire building. One of them was open. Inside, floating in the dark water, was a body. It was Elisa Lam. She had been missing for 19 days. No clothes. There were no visible signs of an attack. There was no clear explanation. The hatch to the tank was found open, although hotel staff insisted it was normally closed. To make matters worse, the tanks were difficult to get into, heavy, high, almost impossible to climb alone. So the question everyone was asking was simple. How did she get there? That fact wasn't enough. The autopsy ruled her death an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a contributing factor. Police said there was no evidence of foul play, but to many that explanation seemed incomplete. How did she get to the roof unnoticed? Why weren't the elevator doors locked? Why were her clothes found inside the tank with her? Why was the lid open? The case was officially closed, but in the minds of millions, it was never over. The real horror. Here's the part that still gives people chills to this day. For nearly 2 weeks, hotel guests unknowingly drank, bathed, and brushed their teeth with water from the tank where Elisa's body had decomposed. No one knew. No one suspected. The horror wasn't just about her death. How long she had been there, undetected. A story that refuses to rest. Years later, the Cecil Hotel was renamed, renovated, new management took over. But the elevator video still circulates, still analyzed, still controversial. Because some stories don't end when the truth is written. They end when people finally stop asking questions. And in this case, people never did. Elisa Lam went to Los Angeles in search of freedom. Instead, she became one of the most haunted mysteries America has ever seen. And that elevator? It never really closed.